A black man was whipping a white man on a white plantation. Nearby black slaves sighed with relief, but years of slavery made them afraid to show any excitement. The black man kept whipping. The white man screamed in pain. But this could not release the black man's inner anger. He then picked up a pistol from the ground. Without hesitation, he pulled the trigger. The black slaves nearby looked on with envy, because in this era of racial discrimination, no black man had ever been so bold. The man Django was once a slave. He had escaped with his wife, but they were caught by the white overseer. Django took full responsibility, begging the overseer to spare his wife, but the overseer beat them even harder. The plantation owner branded them as runaway slaves, then sold them separately to the north and south. On the way to being sold, a dentist suddenly appeared. He asked if any of the black slaves were from the Kurukan plantation.
I'm from the Kurukan plantation.
He asked Django if he knew the Britt brothers from the plantation. Those three had beaten Django countless times. Of course, Django knew them. The dentist Jimmy immediately offered a high price to buy Django, but the slave trader refused to sell. He told Jimmy to get lost.
Very well.
Jimmy quickly killed two of them. Then he came to Django and removed his shackles. Jimmy was actually a bounty hunter. The three wanted men he was chasing had long gone into hiding. Only Django knew them. Jimmy did not treat Django like a slave. He let Django ride a horse as his companion. He held Django's shoulder and stormed into a bar.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What the hell you think you're doing, boy? Get that nigger out of here!
The bartender hurried to call the police. Jimmy gave Django his first beer. This was also the first time Django was treated with respect as a human. The sheriff arrived and saw only two men, so he stepped outside, and in front of the residents showed his authority to Jimmy. But before he finished speaking, Jimmy stepped right up to him. Soon lawmen surrounded the bar. Jimmy remained calm. He seemed to be looking for something. After leaving the bar, Jimmy took out a warrant. The murdered sheriff was a wanted man who had changed his identity 2 years ago, and Jimmy was a court-authorized bounty hunter. The lawmen had no choice but to let them go.